Hey, what's up guys? My name's AFK Denver. I hope y'all are all having yourselves a pretty great day, and if y'all are a returning viewer, let me know in the chat because I'm honestly curious on how many returning viewers I actually get. So just like say what's up in the comments below. And today we are going to be telling another storytime video, and today's storytime is going to be about the time I had a teacher back in middle school that basically kind of flirted with all the kids. So yeah, it's a pretty interesting story, a 30-year-old lady flirting with 13-year-olds, and I hope y'all guys think so too. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the story. So today's story was way back in 2018 and the beginning of 2019. Around this time I was in 8th grade. I had a couple teachers in 8th grade that I just completely hated, and this teacher was the one teacher I didn't completely hate. She was like one of the younger teachers. She was like maybe in her 20s, early 30s, something like that. Yeah, she was like the one teacher that I just didn't completely hate. So we get into her class every day, and she was always the nicest teacher, but I didn't really think much of it. But now looking back, she was a little bit too nice. And yeah, so basically every day she would come into class complaining about her kids and her job. And mind you, this lady, part-time school teacher, full-time bartender. Not even lying, her second job was being a bartender. So that just creates an interesting teacher in itself. But yeah, we have Mrs. Bartender teaching our middle school English class. And so Mrs. Bartender is over here. She always was really friendly with the kids, like I said before. And me, when I was in her class, I was just a weird kid, and I just didn't like sitting with the rest of the people in my class because they were all really weird. I was a little bit antisocial, but these people were weird. So yeah, we're sitting in class, and I just got tired of sitting with everyone in there. So then I just started sitting on a rug in the floor because I was just tired of that class. I was just ready to get out of there. I did not care one bit about anything that was going on. And so I'm sitting on this rug in the floor, and then over time it goes from me sitting on the rug to me sitting at this little second desk that she had beside her desk, at the front of the classroom. So then I'm sitting at this second desk, and there's a couple other kids that are in her other classes that sat at this desk. And there was the really preppy white girls, and then there was all these dudes. And there was probably way more dudes than there was preppy white girls. So every class there was a new person who would sit behind her desk on this trend I basically kind of started. And at first that's all it was, and then it moves on to her brushing up against them and stuff, and just really weird vibes, you know. So after a while of this going on, there was this one guy who sat behind her desk all the time. And for this story, we're gonna call him Brayden because he's actually in another one of my story times. He's the kid I fought in 8th grade. Me and him were actually pretty good friends now. We have a class together, and we sit right beside each other, and we talk quite a bit in there. But at the time, me and him did not really get along. And so one day I walk in her class, and I realize she's wearing a dude's hoodie. So I'm just oh, is that your boyfriend's hoodie or something? Because I knew she had kids, but it was just a baby daddy. She didn't have a husband or anything. I'm just oh, whose hoodie are you wearing? And then she's oh, it's Brayden. So that caught me a little bit off guard, and I'm you mean the Brayden from our grade? And she's yeah. She acted like it was completely normal to just be wearing her student's hoodie around the school and stuff. And like there was a couple more weird instances where like she just kind of like flirted with the students in like weird ways. And like I said, she would like walk up on us and like brush areas of her body up against us and stuff, and like she'd be telling us like all about her home life and how she's always so lonely and stuff. And basically she was like one of them like just random people that you're just like, okay, that's a cougar type shit. But not only was she like basically a fucking cougar, she was like also basically a school teacher bartender cougar. So it just made for a really weird teacher, but at the time she was always my favorite teacher, and she was a great teacher, but she never really taught, and that's what made her such a great teacher. So yeah, we never really learned anything in there. It was basically like her just hanging out with a whole bunch of middle schoolers, which now looking back on it, that kind of causes a little bit of red flags and such. But it was just like really strange to me that there was this teacher who would just like be wearing her students' hoodies around the school, like talking to her students more than they talk to their teachers in like their free time, and like all this other stuff. And I mean, maybe she didn't mean it in that way, but like that's the way that current day me is perceiving it. And yeah, I just thought it was like a weird little story to tell y'all guys. And if y'all enjoyed, let me know. If y'all didn't, let me know. But yeah, that'll be all for today, guys. And one more thing before we go: content. What kind of content are y'all enjoying the most on this channel? Because I just started a new series on restoring a car, and so that series is basically just going to be me restoring my car. And if that's something y'all like, I will continue to do that, and I will try to make them even better. But if that's something y'all don't like and y'all want to see more of something else, let me know in the comments. And honestly, I just need more feedback from y'all, so then I know what videos y'all enjoy the most, and what videos I need to make more of, and what videos I need to make less of. So if y'all can let me know in the comments, that will be a huge help. And without further ado, I'll see y'all guys later. Bye.
You should subscribe to Denver. He's a really cool guy, but all he wants to do is get fucking high. He posts Monday and Friday, but every day he goes live. He's a real fine dude. He's mine and only mine. Bitch, you get off it, fuck up your spine, and you green like a lime. Don't know where to go with this motherfucking rhyme. I was paid to do this. Oh wait, no, I wasn't. Denver's a faggot, and he only eats chicken nuggets. Denver eats chicken nuggets to get rid of the pain. Autumn wait, the pain only stays. Now subscribe to Denver or make him cry. You don't really want to mess up this motherfucking guy.
Okay, that should be
He's
enough.
a really
people
cool
are
dude.
gonna click off by now.